Good morning students. Today we are going to see about a vocabulary junction. In vocabulary junction we are going to see about the countable and uncountable nouns and also a pair of words. So we will be saying a pair of scissors. Like that we will be saying, we are going to see a list of words in this. Okay. What is countable noun and uncountable noun? Do you have any ideas about it? Okay, let's see that. Okay. So I have written the lines from the story. She shoots tiny tights, coats and tiny boots for the elves. So see the word I have underlined. Tights, coats, boots. Tights, coats, boots. So these words that can be countable. The tights can be countable, the coat can be countable and boots that also are countable. The nouns that can be countable are known as countable nouns. Okay, what's a noun? The noun is the name of a person, place or things. So the nouns that can be counted, okay, the nouns that can be counted are known as the countable noun. Okay, எதெல்லாம் count பண்ண முடியுமோ அதான் வந்து என்னது countable nouns. Okay, the nouns that can be counted are known as a countable noun. So see here, tights, coats, boots. So these words are countable. So the tights can be countable, coats can be countable and boots can be countable. We can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that we can countable. The nouns that can be countable are known as countable nouns. So tights, coats, boots are countable nouns. Okay. So the countable nouns are people, animals or things that can be counted. Okay, what are the countable nouns? Countable nouns are a people. It may be a people or it may be animals or it may be a things. It can be anything that can be counted. Okay, that can be counted. So இதெல்லாம் வந்து count பண்ண முடியுமோ அதெல்லாம் வந்து என்னது countable nouns. Okay, countable nouns are people, animals or things that can be counted. Okay, that's known as a countable noun. Countable noun can be singular or plural. So countable noun can be a singular or plural. So singular means only one thing. So plural means more than one thing. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Plural means more than one thing. See here, tights, coats, boots. So these are the plural. How we are saying it is a plural? Because here s is there. Is it? Here in coats s is there and in boots s is there. Is it? So countable noun, it can be in a singular also and it may be in a plural also. Here in the sentences they are given as a plural form. I means here they are adding a s, like tights, coats, boots, that they are adding an s. So this is a plural. It can be a singular or it can be a plural one. Okay, we use a or an with countable nouns when they are singular. So when they are a singular means I have to use a or an with the countable nouns. Okay, so for example, if you are having a pen, if you are having only one pen, how we will say a pen? Okay, how we will say a pen? Okay, so for the singular you have to use a or an according to that. In article you would have seen for a, e, I, o, you have to use an and rest of the things you have to use a. So in the previous classes I hope you have learned about the articles. Based on the articles you have to put a and when there is a singular you have to use this word. You have to keep it in a mind. Okay, we use a or an with countable nouns when they are in singular. When the nouns are in singular you have to use a or an. Okay, so if you are having one pen means how we will say a pen. We won't say an pen. Okay, we will say a pen. Okay, for this here the countable noun is pen. Okay, the pen is the countable noun. You are having only one pen, so it's a singular. Have to use a or n. So we are using a pen. Okay, a pen. Okay, so this is an example. Okay, what is a countable noun? The nouns that can be counted are known as the countable noun. So here the countable noun, it can be a singular also and it may be a plural also. It can be any one of this. For the singular you have to add a or an. Okay, must add a or an. Okay, students, have you clear with the countable noun? Now let us move on to the uncountable nouns. Okay, so I have written the lines from the story. The shoemaker and his wife had a warm soup and bread for supper. So what did they have? They had a soup and bread for the supper. So the soup, if you take the word soup, the soup can be counted. It will be in the form of the liquid with the vegetables or any other items that you have put in. Okay, that's not the problem. So it is in the form of the liquid only. So you count the soup. Have you ever count the soup? And bread, have you count the bread? We can't count. Is it? The nouns that can't be counted are known as the uncountable nouns. Okay, the nouns that cannot be counted are known as the uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns என்ன அப்படின்னா ஒரு nouns, அந்த nouns நம்மளால கவுண்ட் பண்ண முடியலை அப்படின்னா அதான் வந்து என்னது uncountable nouns. Okay, the nouns that cannot be counted, count பண்ணவே முடியலை அப்படின்னா that's a uncountable noun. So here soup and bread are given. Okay, so the soup and bread are nouns. So these are the nouns here. Okay, that cannot be counted. The soup cannot be counted and bread, that also it can't be counted. Okay, these are called as uncountable nouns. Okay, what's an uncountable noun? Uncountable nouns are the nouns that cannot be counted. Okay, that cannot be counted. That cannot be counted is known as the uncountable nouns. From the word itself you can understand and means that can't be counted. Okay, soup and bread are nouns that cannot be counted. They are called as uncountable nouns. Okay, we don't use a or an with an uncountable nouns. For that we should not use a and we should not use an. Okay, for the uncountable nouns you should not use a or an, but here what they are given, we use a or an with countable nouns when they are in singular. So nouns when the singular are have to use a or an with the countable nouns. Okay, for the countable nouns you have to use a or an. For the uncountable nouns we should not use a or an with the uncountable nouns. Okay, the next one, we measure uncountable nouns by containers or quality. Okay, how you will measure the uncountable nouns? By using the measure words. So what are the measure words? That is a containers or quality. With that only we will measure the uncountable nouns. Okay, we measure. Okay, we measure uncountable nouns. Okay, uncountable nouns எப்படி measure பண்ணுவோம்? By containers அல்லது quality வச்சு measure பண்ணுவோம். Okay, so to quantify the uncountable nouns we use the measure words. Okay, what's here? The measure is given. So what's the measure words? Measure words they use to quantify the uncountable nouns. So it's an uncountable noun is there. So if you want to count the uncountable noun we will be using the measure words. Okay, measure words countable nouns க்கு நம்ம வந்து measure words வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். எப்படி? by containers or quality. Okay, we measure uncountable nouns. uncountable nouns எப்படி measure பண்ண முடியும்? container அல்லது அது quality வச்சு நம்ம வந்து measure பண்ண முடியும். So here I have written the example sentences for the measure words. Okay, a mug of water. So these are the example of the measure words. Okay, a mug of water, a bowl of soup, a pinch of salt, a bag of sugar. So these are all the examples of the measure words. Okay, measure words. What is the measure words? Measure words are used to quantify the uncountable noun. So see here now, what's the uncountable noun you have found in this sentence? A mug of water. Here water is the uncountable noun. A bowl of soup, here soup is the uncountable noun. And here a pinch of salt is the uncountable noun. A bag of sugar, here sugar is the uncountable nouns. Okay, these are all the uncountable nouns. Water, sugar, soup, salt, sugar are the uncountable nouns. Okay, so see the before word, a mug of water. A mug of water or glass of water, we can say anything. Okay, we are measuring. Okay, a mug of water, we are just measuring the water, mug of water. A bowl of soup, so soup is the here they are measuring a bowl. Here they are using the measure word bowl. Okay, bowl of soups. Okay, I have circling the word, those words I circling are known as the measure words. Okay, a pinch of salt, so how much you are taking? Pinch means small amount, like this you will be taking, that's known as a pinch, like this. So you are measuring, how you are measuring? A pinch. Okay, here you are measuring a pinch. Okay, then next, a bag of sugar, so you are measuring the sugar as in a container, that's a bag. You are measuring the sugar, bag full of sugar it's a bag of sugar, you are measuring it as a bag. Okay, so these are the examples of the measure words. Here what are the uncountable nouns? Water, soup, salt, sugar. Okay, these are all the uncountable nouns. The nouns that cannot be counted are known as the uncountable nouns. For the uncountable nouns, we are using the measure words. Okay, what's a measure words? Measure words are used to quantify the uncountable nouns. For example, a mug of water. Here, water is the uncountable noun and mug is the measure words. Okay, a bowl of soup. A soup is the uncountable noun and bowl is the measure words. And here a pinch of salt. Salt is the uncountable noun and pinch is the measure words. Okay, a bag of sugar. Here sugar is the uncountable noun and bag is they are using the measure words. Okay. Students, have you are clear with this? So what's a countable noun? The nouns that can be counted are known as the countable nouns. எந்த nounsலாம் count பண்ண முடியுமோ அதெல்லாம் என்னது countable nouns. Next, what's the uncountable nouns? The nouns that cannot be counted are known as the uncountable nouns. Nouns நம்ம count பண்ணவே முடியல அப்படினா that's known as the uncountable noun. For example, soup, bread are the uncountable nouns. We can't count the soup and we can't count the bread. So it's a uncountable nouns. Okay. And a countable nouns example, tights, coats, boots. So these can be counters. That's known as the countable nouns. Okay. Students, are you clear with this? Next we can see about a pair of words. Okay. Next we are going to see about a pair of. Okay. Okay students, now we are going to see about a pair of words. Okay. So I have written the lines from the story. Okay. One evening a shoemaker sat on his workbench cutting leather to make shoes. Zip zap went his pair of scissors. So see here, pair of scissors. Okay. Pair of scissors. So a pair of scissors. So while you are mentioning about a scissors, you will be saying what? You will be saying a pair of scissors. Okay, a pair of scissors is a singular noun only. Okay. So a pair of scissors is the singular noun. Okay. Some singular noun occurs in the plural form. Okay. Some singular noun. Some singular nouns occur in the plural form. Okay. So a pair of scissors. So here scissor. Okay, a pair of scissors. So here scissor is the singular noun only. Here scissor is the singular noun only. Some singular noun occurs in the plural form, that is a scissors. So scissor. So without s, have to take scissor. So scissor is a singular noun only, but some singular noun occurs in the plural form. So only we are adding yes, a pair of scissors. Okay, a pair of scissors. A pair of scissors is a singular noun only. Some singular noun is occurs in the plural form. Okay. Now see these examples: scissors, trousers, glasses, shoes, earrings, gloves, dice, boots. Okay, boots, shorts. Okay. So these are the examples of the a pair. Okay, a pair of words. These are the examples: scissors, trousers, glasses, shoes, earrings, gloves, dice, boots, shorts. So these are the examples of the a pair of words. Okay, we add these words a pair of before them. Okay, before the words we have to add a pair of. Okay, a pair of scissors, a pair of trousers, a pair of glasses, a pair of shoes, a pair of earrings, a pair of gloves, a pair of dice, a pair of boots, a pair of shorts. Okay, like that you have to add. So we add these words a pair of before them. So before the word, so before this word have to add a pair of. Okay, so I have read out and seen. Have you clear with this? A pair of scissors to a pair of shorts. Okay, for this you have to use a pair of words. Okay, we count them in pairs. We will be for these words that should be count in pairs only. The scissors, trousers, glasses, shoes, earrings, gloves, dice, boots, shorts. So they must be counted in pairs only. Okay, now we can see the examples. For a pair of glasses, here it's an example. I cannot find my pair of glasses. Have to write like this. For sunglasses you have to write pair of sunglasses. I cannot find my pair of sunglasses. Here pair of sunglasses I have to write. Before the sunglasses have to put the word pair of. Okay, second one, I have only 2 pairs of shorts. Okay, for before the word shorts I have to put the word pairs of. Okay, I have only 2 pairs of words. 2 pairs of shorts. Okay, before the shorts you have to put the word a pair of. For these words you must put the word a pair of before these words. Okay, now we can do the exercise. Okay students, this is a picture. See this picture. So read the sentences. Underline the plural noun treated as a singular. So first you have to read the sentences. Next you have to underline the plural nouns that is treated as a singular. Okay, you have to underline the plural noun. Okay, that is treated as a singular. Let's see that. First exercise A. Rita does not wear this pair of shorts because it does not fit her anymore. So here the plural noun is a pair of shorts. Okay, you have to underline. So underline, you have to underline a pair of shorts. Okay, pair of shorts. So next one, we need a pair of dice and some counters to play this games. So we need a pair of dice and some counters to play this game. Here the plural noun is a pair of dice. Okay, pair of dice. Then see, Rohan got a new pair of trousers and a pair of socks. Okay, Rohan got a pair of trousers and a pair of socks. Okay, here the plural nouns is a pair of trousers and pair of socks. Pair of trousers and another one more pair of socks. So students, you have to write and underline these. Okay, for underline, what are the words you have to underline? I am writing here. Okay, you have to write the sentence and underline these words. Okay, then next B. My mother always wear a pair of golden earrings. My mother always wears a pair of golden earrings. Okay, here the plural noun is a pair of golden earrings. Pair of golden earrings. Okay, a pair of golden earrings. Okay, so here the plural nouns that are treated as singular are pair of shorts, pair of dice, pair of trousers, pair of socks, pair of golden earrings. So these are all the plural nouns that are treated as a singular. Now see this picture. This is the second exercise for you. Okay. Complete these sentences using a pair of. You have to complete the sentences using a pair of. You have to complete it. Okay. Second exercise. So here they are given a clue. Okay. The sentences that has written under in the A, that is a clue for you. With the clue, you have to find the answer and you have to write it in a pair of. You have to use the word a pair of and the next one. Okay. So first one, can be used to protect one eyes from the sun. So it is used to protect eye from the sun. What we will be using, what glass will be using? We'll be using sunglasses. Okay, sunglasses that can be used to protect one eyes from the sun. Okay, sunglasses. So how you are going to write? A pair of sunglasses. You have to use a pair of. Okay, the answer is a pair of sunglasses. A pair of sunglasses. Have to put ES. Okay, pair of sunglasses. Okay, next there is a clue. How to find the answer? Then you have to use the word a pair of. Okay, so B is used by some people for reading. It will be used by some people for reading. For a reading, they will be using that object. What object it is? It's a glass. Okay, how you are have to use a pair? How you are going to write? A pair of glasses. Okay, a pair of glasses. Yes, you have to include. For reading, we will be using a glass. How you are going to write? A pair of glasses. The next, C is worn on the feet. We will be wearing on the feet. What it is? It's a shoe. So how we are going to write it? A pair of shoes. Okay, a pair of shoes. A pair of shoes. Okay, the next D. It is used to look at things which are far away. ரொம்ப தூரத்தில் இருக்கிறத நம்ம பார்க்க யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். அது வந்து என்னது? இட்ஸ் அ பைனாகுலர்ஸ். ஓகே, பைனாகுலர்ஸ் தூரமாக இருக்கிறத நம்ம பார்க்குறதுக்கு இந்த திங்கை யூஸ் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா நம்ம பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற மாதிரியே பார்க்கலாம். அது வந்து என்னது? binoculars. Okay, how we are going to write it? Have to use a pair before the binocular. How we are going to write? A pair of binoculars. Okay, a pair of binoculars. Okay, what's the spelling for binoculars? BINOCULARS. So the binoculars, it's used to look at things which are far away. தூரத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடியதை பைனாகுலரை வச்சு பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற மாதிரி நம்மளுக்கு தெரியும். So it's a binoculars. Okay, a pair of binoculars. Okay, so again I am repeating, a pair of sunglasses can be used to protect one's eyes from the sun. Then next, a pair of glasses is used by some people for reading. And next, C, a pair of shoes is worn on the feet. Then D, a pair of binoculars is used to look at things which are far away. Okay, so this is an exercise for you, and the homework for today is you have to learn and write these exercise. So in today's class, what we have seen about the countables and uncountable nouns and a pair of words. We have seen some of the words, that is a pair of sunglasses, a pair of trousers, a pair of shoes, a pair of binoculars. Like this we have seen many examples. I hope you understand this. Thank you, students.